Hi gang, hope you're well. So today I'm doing a video centered around the concept of kindness, because a few days ago I went to the screening of the new film Wonder, which is starring Julia Roberts, Owen Wilson and Jacob Tremblay, and they have an accompanying hashtag for the whole campaign for the film, which is choose kind, because when you leave that film it really does make you think about how you talk to people, the things that you say, your judgment towards other people, how your words can have an impact, and so on. It's a really great film to show to kids because I think it will really make them think about how they talk to the other kids in school, particularly the ones that might be different to them in one way or another. I wanted to follow on from something that featured in one of my last vlogs, and that was donating a winter coat to the Wrap Up London campaign. And I thought on the run up to Christmas it would be great if I can find some other great initiatives, charities, things that you can buy that are for a good cause, because YouTube is going to be awash with different sorts of gift guides, people's personal Christmas wish lists, and I thought it'd be nice if we thought about the festive period and gifting in a bit of a different way on this channel. I really want to mention as many great causes as possible, so I'm just gonna get cracking. If you still wanna buy something fashion related but want to do some good in the process, then Girl Style London, who is a blogger that I follow on Instagram and have done for a while, she has blogged and documented her own experience with cancer. Alongside that, she's been doing various things to not only raise awareness but raise funds for various charities related to cancer. And she even has a shop, and she has some incredibly fun t-shirts. She got a lot of bloggers to model them in a recent shoot too. I obviously had to go for the one with the little legs on. If you follow my vlogs, you'll know that a member of my family is currently going through the grueling process of chemotherapy for her breast cancer. So this was something that just really sprung out to me as a definite thing that I wanted to purchase. I think these t-shirts would be a great gift for your girl pal, your sister, your mum, your auntie, anyone. You could all wear them, you could all wear different ones. They're just really great t-shirts, with the bonus being that 25% of the money goes to one of the sister charities. But she collaborates with people all the time. She's done a great jewellery one with Bill Skinner. I think she's got one with a beauty brand right now. So just keep an eye on her site, because there's always ways that you can get some cool items but also do some good in the process. The t-shirts are £28, which is also very reasonable. Another fashion item comes courtesy of Trek Stock. Now you might have heard Trek Stock on this channel a few times over the years. My first bungee jump was done for Trek Stock, and I've been to a few events over the years. They put on really cool events, a lot of them very music led. Particular project within what they do called the Yellowbird t-shirt project. They have artists and designers creating unique band t-shirt designs. So if you're someone that loves band merch, make sure you check these ones, because they're going to be even more special and not just the run-of-the-mill things that are churned out everywhere. So you'll be getting something really special. Check out their Christmas delivery info so you can make sure if you make an order that you'll get it in time for Christmas. 100% of the sale of these t-shirts goes to the charity supporting young adults with cancer, so this is a really great buy. So many artists have taken part in this, so have a good scroll on the website. I can guarantee you'll find an artist or band you'll like, and definitely a design that you'll want to wear, so make sure you check it out right now. Another music related one is another one I've mentioned already on my channel, and that is guitarists. Musicians and artists and bands donate old guitar strings that they've used at gigs or in the studio or wherever it might be, and they turn them into wonderful pieces of jewellery. There's necklaces, there's rings, there's all sorts, and there's going to be more, so keep your eyes peeled. You buy them, and then the money, or 90% of the money I think it is, goes to the charity of that band or artist's choice. So it's going to a huge range of different charities, which is brilliant. More and more artists and bands are getting involved all the time. So even if they don't currently have any jewellery by your favourite artist, chances are in the coming months they're likely to be there. So keep checking back. We've all got that friend that has everything. So this is a really great gift for someone like that. Or it's great for you if you're a music fan, you want to treat yourself to something lovely but do something good in the process. This is a great way of doing it. So the music venue Joiners, which is in Southampton where I went to uni, it's a quite legendary venue. They get loads of the best bands down there. They're encouraging people to donate packaged and tin goods at the bar, and they're going to then pass them on to the Southampton Mission charity, who are then going to give it to people in need. After all, no one should be hungry. at this time of year, so they're trying to ensure no one in Southampton is in that position, which is really great. While we're on the subject of donating food, you want to find out where your local food banks are, and that's very easy via the Trussell Trust website. So just search your location. I think you'll be very surprised how many there are in your area, and make sure you check the list of items that they're looking for, so you can guarantee that you're giving something that's genuinely going to be useful to them, and you know, it's got to fit in with certain like health and safety rules, I imagine. So just give it a quick check. It's very easy to use the website. You can be doing some real good there. I think we've all got a spare tin or something like that in our food cupboards and our larders, and you know what, next time you go shopping, why not just put an extra couple of products in your shopping basket or your trolley? I think we can all spare a couple of quid. I was thinking about community spirit while I was planning this video, and I feel like there's something really lovely about doing something for your local area, really helping to nourish and nurture your surroundings and the people within it, and bring the community closer together. I really recommend you all do this. Google your local area, see what homeless shelters there are, women's refuge centres, food banks, soup kitchens, anything like that, any charities currently collecting, and I'm sure a lot of things will come up. I found a church just 15 minutes away in Kingston that were looking to gather some bits together for the homeless and the poor in the local area. There was a contact email there, so I just sent them a quick email and said, what are you looking for? And she very promptly sent me a list back of things that they were specifically needing, which in this case was men's underwear, hard, you know, coffee cups, you know, those proper coffee cups, I've forgotten the name, but you know what I'm talking about, sleeping bags. There was a list anyway. So when I was in Primark today, I think I had £7 left on my press voucher, so I thought, why not spend it on this? So I just got some loose fitting boxers. I thought these would be a bit warmer than a brief or those kind of more cottony boxers. They're £6.50, so I'm just going to drop them at the church when I'm next in the area, and hopefully I'll have some other bits collected by that point too. You should keep an eye on social media as well, because these days a lot of people are doing fundraising, so that's an easy way to give to charity by supporting one of your friends or one of their ventures. My friend Gary posted that he's been helping out at a soup kitchen, and they're currently trying to raise money via a crowdfunding scheme. I think they want 30,000 to incorporate a mental health drop-in centre, because from working there he knows that a lot of people there are struggling with various mental health problems, and I think it will be the first of its kind, so I thought that's a really good thing to do. And while we're talking about mental health, I think Christmas and winter as a whole, it's a very tricky time for people that suffer with mental health problems. It can be a tricky time for all of us. I think this time of year and towards the end of the year, you start to think about, you know, how the year's been and what you have, and sometimes it can put a spotlight on your lackings, whether that be money, whether that be shelter, whether that be family, whether that be a partner, whether that's love, maybe it's positivity. It can just really draw attention to that. So I think we really need to be mindful that a lot of people will be finding the next few months particularly hard. So even just having a bit more time for people is something that wouldn't go amiss. Sending them that extra message to check they're all right, popping in perhaps. Sometimes it doesn't take much to make a huge difference to someone's day. So while we're on this theme, I think loneliness is a huge thing for a lot of people over the festive period, because obviously we're taught that it's about togetherness, it's about family, it's about getting together, it's about partying and all that sort of stuff. So if you don't have the option to do that for whatever reason, whether it's health, money, just your situation, it can obviously make you feel even more lonely. So there's lots of lovely campaigns to do with helping people through their loneliness. And one really great one is Age UK's Befriend initiative, and one of my friends actually used to do this. And basically you take time out during the week to spend time with a person in their home. But if you can't do that, perhaps you have your own health issues or transport issues or whatever it is, you can even just give them a weekly phone call, just so they have that interaction, that human interaction, that communication, that to and fro that you miss if you're sat in your home on your own for hours on end. And Age UK actually have another great thing that I wanted to tell you about, which has just come into my inbox. With Reason Digital, they've got the Gone for Good app. It gives users a place to upload unwanted items for charities to claim and collect. If no charities can take an item, the app connects the user to a recycling organisation that will dispose of it safely and responsibly, which I thought was a really great idea. So Age UK are doing some fantastic things. Time is very valuable. We're all very stressed, we're all very busy, we all feel like we're being pulled in a million directions. But on those days, you know you can spare a few moments. There are some very small things that you can do differently. Think about when you're in your town or your city. For instance, when I go to London, how often have you been guilty of doing the whole head down thing if you see a charity person ahead of you on your route? Or perhaps if you see someone selling the big issue, you might not take your earphones off and stop to chat to them. You might not give them eye contact or consider, opening your bag and trying to find some change to buy a copy. Next time you're in town, when things aren't crazy, think, okay, I have got time to chat to these people. I spoke to a charity worker from Scope when I was in Covent Garden the other day, and I explained to them about my financial situation, that I'm not in a position where I can donate to all these charities on a monthly basis, but is there anything else you're looking for? And he very quickly said, we're always looking for volunteers. So even if you don't feel you can spare any money, because let's face it, things are hard in today's world, perhaps you can donate your time, your ear, or use your voice in some effective way. He just gave me this leaflet which has all their info on if I want to speak to them. So if I feel I can donate in the future, I can then donate, but if there's something else I can do to help them, I can look into that too. A different way to be kinder this festive period is thinking about how you shop and shopping more mindfully. So whether that's looking into the materials that are used to make the product, whether that's knowing how the workers are treated, whether things are ethically sourced, whether they're sustainable, all that sort of thing. So think about where you're shopping, maybe a bit less fast fashion, a bit more of those investment pieces perhaps. Maybe shopping cruelty-free if you don't already. Going to places like Lush instead of somewhere else might be a very easy way to be a little bit kinder this festive period. A very special thing you can get from Lush at the moment are these orangutan soaps. They're very exclusive though. Once they're gone is their sort of tagline, because it's meant to represent the species of orangutan who are sadly in danger. So the amount of soaps they've made up is the same amount of orangutans left. So it's all very symbolic. There are only 14,600 Sumatran orangutans left, which is really devastating. There are steps being made to reduce the illegal logging that's taken place and the negative effects that's had on their habitat and the rainforest, but still more needs to be done. So if you buy this orangutan soap, if you can find one, I went to the Waterloo Lush and they'd already sold out, but at the Oxford Street store they still had some left. So if you buy these, they're £8 something, I'll put the fee up there. All the proceeds minus the VAT go to the charity that supports saving the orangutans and their habitat. So it's very worthwhile, and they make for lovely gifts anyway. I mean, who doesn't love Lush stuff? By the way, I'm going to be putting this within a giveaway, so stay till the end of the video. Another one for animal lovers like me is donating to the Battersea Dogs and Cats Home. They put a thing out on their Twitter the other day saying that they're looking for a few things to be donated so the dogs and cats can be very warm over the festive period. So head to the website, it says exactly where you can donate and what exactly they're looking for. I'm going to donate some bits to the Windsor site as that's my closest one. It's all very easy and it's outlined on the site, so just head there now. I'll put the link here. I don't actually find that much time to read books these days, but I think we all take for granted the fact that we grew up on stories and we grew up on books and being read books. We have that ability to transport ourselves somewhere else, to imagine someone else's situations, to learn about other cultures, to learn about love and romance even if it wasn't necessarily accurate. We got to let our imagination run wild, all those sorts of wonderful things. We got to educate ourselves. And a lot of kids in care haven't had that luxury. So the Books Trust have teamed up with the Letterbox Club and they want to send books to kids in care, some of whom, like I said, will have never had a book to get lost in. So I'll give you the link and it will tell you exactly how you can donate so that kid gets a book this Christmas. They finally picked, I think, 6 different titles that are suitable for the age range of between 3 and 13. So they'll be getting something that really nourishes and excites the brain, hopefully. So I just thought that was a really lovely idea. Each delivery of a book will come with a festive poster and a postcard by an artist as well, so it'd be a really lovely festive gift for that child. Skin guru stroke angel Caroline Hirons highlighted this lovely venture, and this is Given Makeup Shoebox campaign for London and Wales, and all the information is on the site. They're looking for people to donate all sorts of different items, so have a good look at the list and see if you can help out. I think it's an absolutely gorgeous idea, so get involved in that if you can. Us bloggers get sent so many beauty products and makeup products, and we don't need them all, we don't use them all, and we often get duplicates. So a lot of us do things like swishing parties where you invite friends round and maybe you swap things, or you allow friends to dive in and pick what they want from the things you don't want. I often give to family and friends too. But I know that there's hospitals that often like to have beauty products for, you know, some of their patients going through particularly grueling treatments. I know some women's refuges accept things like makeup and feminine products that, you know, are fairly expensive. And this is something that I found and I thought was brilliant. The LA LGBT Centre launched a makeup donation program for their trans community. So it allows those people to access the products and allow them to experiment and see if they can find the person they want to be, and to learn the skills to become the person they want to be, and not have to maybe do things that might be stressful to them, like go to a shop and ask for makeup, or ask for advice from someone on account. You know, they might not feel ready to do this, so I thought that was a really brilliant idea. It was launched by I think a celebrity hairstylist called Andrew Fitzsimmons, so well done Andrew. I just think that's such a brilliant idea, and I actually know a few people who have transitioned, and I know that they would have found that extremely useful and helpful during what can be a very confusing, stressful and emotional experience and existence. So I think that is just beautiful. So I actually went down to visit this store today, and that is on 18 Broadwick Street in Soho, and it's a Choose Love store, and what they're doing is really innovative, and it's just a great concept really, and it's done alongside the people at Glimpse. It's an alternative to the traditional shopping experience. Run by the charity Help Refugees, the Choose Love store in the heart of Soho invites visitors to shop your heart out, leaving with nothing, and feel the love. From emergency blankets to school bags and children's shoes, every purchase goes towards a similar item distributed by Help Refugees across Europe and the Middle East. So in short, you're having a really meaningful shopping experience. You're not coming away with something for you to possess and to own, but you're coming away with that feeling of you've really done something to make a difference to someone. Not all of us live in London or can access London, so head to www.choose.love and you can have a really great shopping experience there too. The CEO of Help Refugees said, "Winter is here, we all know that. For many of us, it's a time to see loved ones, to share gifts and celebrate family. But for thousands of refugees, it's a season of survival. That's why the Choose Love store is all about buying something for someone who truly needs it. £10 for a children's coat may not seem like much, but it can be life-saving. There's things for £4.99 or things for £4.99, so whatever budget range you can handle or deal with, there's something for you." I'm just going to do a few more very quickly here because I was inundated with people that wanted to be shouted out in this video. So all wonderful charities in different ways and all just as worthy. So have a gander at these and see what wonderful things they're doing too.
World Gifts are virtual alternative charity gifts that make a real difference to people living in poverty. These gifts are supplied by the international development charity CAFOD, and last year alone the gifts taught over 4,000 children to read and raised over £40,000 to support refugees. Gifts like the emergency shelter for a refugee family and a winter survival kit offers an opportunity to show kindness to the millions of families who have been forced to flee their homes this year. Shona is 20 years old and lives in the UK. She has a rare genetic condition called Marfan syndrome, a connective tissue disorder that can affect the whole body, everything from the heart to the skeleton. She's at the severe end of the scale and has had numerous major surgeries over the last few years. Her current chair is causing her a lot of pain and limiting her life greatly, so it's become necessary for an upgrade. Unfortunately, the NHS chairs aren't sufficient and they don't have a power chair that is both suitable for her and will comfortably fit both inside her home and at her family's home, where she often stays for important hospital appointments in London. The new power chair would mean that she could spend more time with her family, who live a 3-hour train journey away. Currently, that journey leaves her in tears as she's forced to be upright for more than is right for her condition. Another cause particularly close to my heart is Alzheimer's. Their Christmas campaign is "The best gifts can't be wrapped." They hope to encourage people to appreciate the more thoughtful and meaningful gifts in life and do something to unite against dementia this Christmas. You can volunteer with the Alzheimer's Society's new side-by-side service, supported by players of the People's Postcode Lottery. Join one of their fundraising events or write to a local MP. Also, all proceeds from every purchase made in the gift shop also go to helping fight dementia, supporting people living with the condition and getting one step closer to a cure. They stock a wide range of items perfect for Christmas presents, including a number of dementia-friendly gifts for those living with the condition. The Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyors have launched a campaign with the property industry charity Land Aid to raise £2.5 million for the provision of 150 bed spaces across the UK for those at risk of homelessness. As part of the campaign, those working in the property industry are encouraged to provide pro bono property advice to local charities supporting disadvantaged young people, families and communities. You could donate to the Youth Sports Trust, who use sport to change people's lives for the better. Just £15 enables them to engage 50 inactive children in regular physical activity. Head to the site now to see what else you could donate towards.
I really hope you enjoyed this video and it's just made you think a bit more about how you approach the festive season and how you spend your time and money during the next couple of months. I want to encourage as many of you as possible to do something kind. So I want you to tell me in the comments below something that you're planning to do. It can be small, it can be big, it can be a gesture, it can be something you're going to say, it can be something you're going to do, or it could be a donation. Whatever it is, let me know below. Remember, it could be something like making homemade presents or sending someone a really nice message out of the blue. I hope that we are all living in a way that is kind and we're doing kind things throughout the day. Our lives are punctuated with kind efforts and kind moves, because I hope that we're all innately kind, so much so that we don't even notice we're doing these things. But sometimes we get wrapped up in our own difficulties and dramas that sometimes it slips a little bit. So let's focus our minds a bit over the next month in particular and really try and do some really lovely things.
I want to tag Simone, aka Eltoria, to make a Choose Kind video of her own. Make sure you go to her channel to see what she creates. So choose kind, everyone.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you in a video soon.